The man woke from unconsciousness to find a little goat licking his face. He took off his goggles, only to be horrified that he was trapped on a 1,000-meter-high cliff with a bottomless abyss below and his parachute cord tangled in a dead tree that could snap at any moment. The situation was urgent, and without time to think, he quickly turned to save himself. He felt along the cliff wall and discovered it wasn't solid rock but a thick layer of soft mineral stone. At once, he had an idea. He pulled out a dagger, took off his shoe, stabbed the blade through the sole, and made a makeshift climbing boot. Then, from his chest he drew 2 more daggers, kicked off with his legs, and lunged upward, jamming the blades into the cliffside. Using both hands and feet, he began climbing with great effort. After a few meters, one of the daggers suddenly snapped, and he plummeted back down to his original spot. Worse still, the dead tree shook violently and was on the verge of breaking, threatening to drag him down with the parachute. In a split-second decision, he cut the parachute cord, narrowly avoiding being crushed into the abyss. But survival was only temporary. He clung desperately to the cliff, knowing that once his strength ran out, he would fall. At that moment of despair, the little goat bleated and skillfully climbed into a crevice in the rock. Inspired, the man hurled himself into the fissure, wedging his body with his height and climbing upward until he reached a small ledge. Only 2 or 3 meters separated him from the top, but the smooth cliff face left him stuck. Just as he hesitated, the ledge beneath his feet collapsed. In the crisis, he stepped on the goat's back and leapt with all his might, barely managing to grab the cliff's edge. He was about to succeed when a vicious ram charged forward and rammed him, nearly knocking him off. At the brink of death, he seized the ram's horns, ready to go down with it. To his shock, the ram didn't resist, but instead pulled backward with all its strength, slowly dragging him to safety. The man collapsed on the grass, staring blankly at the ram that saved him, filled with gratitude. He silently swore that from this day on, he would never eat lamb again.